Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here, and it finally happened! My Suvie has arrived! Some people call it a Suvie, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Suvie. So anyways, back in February, I ordered one of these. And it just arrived today! And today is the end of October, really? So they've had problems, getting them from the Chinese factories. It happens, okay? When I ordered it, they already said it would be a couple months out, and they just kept pushing it. And then in August, when I'm thinking, man, am I ever going to get it? I get a hold of their customer service, which actually did exist, and I upgraded to the Suvie 3.0, because back almost a year ago, over 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when I ordered it, the 3.0 didn't exist. It was only the 2.0, and the 3.0 is a lot better. They said, hey, we can get you that 2.0, within a couple weeks. But if you're willing to wait a couple more months, we'll get you a 3.0. Well, if it's a 3 instead of a 2, it's got to be better, right? And I looked it up, and it was considerably better. And supposedly I got some more of the free meal service food. I really don't know. They made me this offer, and I wasn't sure. And they said, hey, did you get the offer? And yeah, okay. But like any good salesperson, they said, this is your one chance you can do it. If you upgrade now, it's good. If you don't upgrade now, you cannot upgrade again. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. No pressure, right? So I upgraded, I waited a couple months, and then bam! It finally arrived. All right, so in a nutshell, what is it? Go to the website and check it out if you want to see what it is, because it's really cool. It's a countertop cooker. How about we just leave it at that? With a refrigeration unit. So you can load it up with food, pre-program it when you want it to start cooking, and the meal will be ready when you get up in the morning, when you get home from work, whatever you want. Now there's another option. They call it the starch cooker. I didn't want to pay $200 more for something that sits next to this and boils water and noodles and rice. I still know how to do that on the stove. So what Suvie did is, and this is what's kind of really cool, if you remember the bread makers from a long time ago, they were popular. Man, they were great. You'd set all the ingredients in the bread maker. You'd set it up at night before you went to bed, and then you'd wake up, a couple hours before you're going to get up, and you'd hear click, click, and you hear it mixing in the kitchen, doing anything, you fall back asleep. You wake up to freshly baked bread all through the house. Oh, it was great. Man, I need to get one of those if they still exist. Anyways, the downside is they were these little, cubed loaves. It's still good enough to make sandwiches out of and toast, and they're great bread. But since they had no preservatives, they went moldy really quick. At the time we had one of these bread makers, it was myself and my girlfriend living in the house, just the two of us. That one little loaf was perfectly fine. If you were living by yourself, you'd have to make it a point. You got to eat bread the next couple of days, otherwise it's going to go bad. If you had a family, well, the loaf's just too small. The big downside of these things is, that you put the ingredients in overnight to, cook the bread for you. It sat there unrefrigerated all night. So if you had a raw egg in it, making French bread, or if you had milk or something in it, that's going to sit there all night. Not very sanitary, you got bacteria growing and everything. This takes care of that. You load this up, it has a refrigeration unit. Yes, it's a small one, but hell, the refrigeration unit on my countertop ice maker, it makes ice right on the counter. They make them small now. It's good, it works, it's great. Really quick, let's go over the dimensions. It says in the book, 13 by 20 by 14. We're going to measure here, we'll see what it is. Also, it is heavy. It's 58 pounds, it says. And really, I could feel the weight. It really, had some weight to it. 1400 watt power consumption with protection against overheating. 110, 120 volt AC. We're in America here. Detachable power cord. That's kind of, I don't know if it's cool. 48 inch long power cord. The two Suvie pans. You have the two pans in there. It says 2.35 liters each. I don't know what the hell a liter is. Control panel, 3.5 inch color LCD screen. We went liters metric above, but here we're going inches. Yeah. With a resolution of 480 by 320 with a push button rotary dial, just like the old phones, right? So what you do is you hook this up to your Wi-Fi, which I ain't going to do, so I'm just going to have to talk to it with my phone or use it manually, because I don't want to have the Internet of Things talking to the world out there and being used in, denial of service attacks and everything. My buddy's got, one of them stoves. I mean, not fancy anymore. But he's got the stove where it clicks on his phone. He says, oh, look, my girlfriend's at home starting the oven. I'm going to shut it off on her. She ate too much today. So this is what is out there. If you can turn your oven and your stove and your refrigerator and look in your refrigerator and your appliances, if you can operate your appliances remotely on your phone, so can anyone else on the internet with even the minorest hacking ability. Can't say that word. That's a problem. It's a security issue. Is somebody going to be searching the internet to find my sous vide to turn off my lasagna? Well, no, but they use the Internet of Things, weird appliances, and denial of service attacks and stuff. I don't know what the security is on this particular unit, but that is a big issue because, generally speaking, appliances connected to the Internet have very little or poor or nearly no security at all. It says once you've loaded your Wi-Fi connection to the Suvie appliance, recipes will automatically download. You may use the tap zone with your Suvie meal card to confirm what will be cooked. Refrigeration will then begin if you choose to schedule your meal at a later time. You can do it manually using your own ingredients, blah, 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 blah. Use your phone, set timer and scheduling. You can change it. Hey, I'm going to be late. I want to change this. Or cancel. Abort. Yeah. So you have a top cooking zone, you have a bottom cooking zone, comes with a roasting rack. It only comes with 2 pans. Now, if you want to upgrade and pay a little more, it comes with a whole bunch more utensils, and I think a couple more pans, and it was considerably more expensive to have those specialized items. My plan is to just start with these 2 pans, and then find some other stuff out there in the generic world that will work. So it says, leave at least 1 inch free between the appliance and the cabinets. Okay, makes sense. It needs 6 inches of clearance on the back, 4 inches on the left side, 4 inches on the right side. Remember, you got refrigeration, you got vents, you got all kind of stuff going on. You need the airflow. When you purchase one of these, you get some meals, or you have to buy some meals. I'm really not quite sure about that because it's listed differently in different things. So I think I have some free meals, but I think I have to buy some meals. So I'm going to get some meals from them. Is that going to be my primary source? No. My primary source from this, wait for it, are the Omaha Steak meals. Omaha Steak does not just make steaks and hamburgers. We've seen it in videos. They have some really cool things. Their lasagna, I'm going to tell you, it's the best lasagna I ever had. They make a shepherd's pie. I don't even care for shepherd's pie, and that's the best shepherd's pie I've ever had. Presently, that's a good word. I cook those. You're supposed to cook them in your oven. I cook them in a microwave. I kind of cheat, and it comes out okay. But when I saw this sous vide, I said, man, those trays are about the same size as the cardboard trays you get with those lasagnas and beef stew. Oh, really good. And they have some other stuff that I've ordered just recently, and we will try those out. But the trays were approximately the same size as the cardboard trays that these Omaha Steak meals come in, so that's why I got this. Yeah, I'm going to try some of their stuff, but there's plenty of really cool frozen and non-frozen foods that would go good in here. Ever heard of the Suvie kitchen robot? I mean, it's got a name like Kitchen Robot. You gotta love it, right? All right, so leave your comments in the comment section. You can ask some questions. I'm not going to have a whole lot of answers yet because we ain't tried it yet. And as I said, I'm going to try to do everything I can not to run this to Wi-Fi. It's unsecure. I don't want, my neighbors cooking my food or knowing what I'm cooking or, the whole thing. Whole Internet of Things. It's unsafe. All right, so leave your comments, questions, anything, insults in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.